back again, and here we have it. You can see our notification for Cash App, and it basically pops up and let you know that your Bitcoin withdrawal is now confirmed on the blockchain. And not only do you have you whatever email address you have attached to your Cash App, it's also going to email you. So you'll see we got a Cash App just saying, hey, you purchased it, you withdrawed it, and then you have a confirmation also that it's been deposited over into our Bet Anything. So you do have a money trail. You have a money trail where you're able to track and understand exactly what you're purchasing and how you're moving your money around in Bitcoin. So now what happens is we'll go back to our Bet Anything platform, and sometimes it'll time out if it takes too long. And all you have to do is just log back in. And once you're logged back in, it's like, da da, bingo, and the money just shows up. So of course it went from, we originally started out with $50. By the time we purchased it, coming into the Bitcoin blockchain and making it out, we spent what, $4.63. Now I don't want you to be alarmed about the fees, because again, Bet Anything is not charging you any fees to take your money, to make your money, to your money coming in. They're not charging you to bring it in, or they're not charging you to take it out. And in addition to that, Bet Anything is also even paying us a little bit more, y'all. So we'll be able to pull up our fee chart when we get into our strategies, just to see exactly the best way for getting the most bang for our buck. So okay, here we go. We have our $45, and we're loaded and we're ready to go. So what we'll do is we'll navigate over to the lottery tab, and this is where we're going to get in and to be able to make all of our bets is happening in this location. Here you'll always be able to see your balance at any given time. And once you start making your purchases, sometimes all you have to do is kind of click the little green balance button, and it'll just update for you. And it has this little screen that'll kind of always keep it right at your eyes, so you'll know exactly what your balance is. The pending is, I haven't really ever seen pending come up. Pending may be, if you're pending maybe a withdrawal. I'm not certain. I don't think I've ever really seen anything over in my pending. I don't remember seeing anything there. But here we start out at the lobby. This is the lobby to our lottery. And you'll notice that we're able to play. And let's go back. Sorry. We're able to play. You're able to do pick two. I believe here you can do pick two, pick three, pick four, and pick five. But here in our community, the strategies that we're going to be working on is our pick three and our pick four. And so this is just where we start out at. When you start out selecting, we'll start out with the pick three. Here you get to decide if we're going to do straight or we're going to do box. Now I'm going to say we will be doing straights, and straights is what we consider exact. So we'll have a lot of strategies that we'll be able to use our straight button, which is exact, or you get to do the box. And we already know what the box is. Box is any way that it comes out, you win. Straight, it has to come out exactly. Now down here, I want you to make sure that you just keep it on input, because we're going to input our own numbers. Now you have the choice of going in and let it quick pick for you, but with our strategies, we're not going to be quick picking. We're going to be using our own numbers, and then we'll be able to go over to our favorites. Now in another video, we're going to be actually loading. I want to walk you through actually loading your favorites, because what you will find is that either you're going to be on a time crunch, or either you know that this is how you're going to be playing these numbers, most the ones you're going to be playing most frequently. Sometimes it's better just to go in and have your numbers already saved, because I will say that there's been times to where I've fat fingered because this little keyboard is small. I have fat fingered numbers before and my number dropped, and I'm like, why y'all didn't pay me? Well, come to find out, I didn't put in the number. And if you look at this keyboard, when you go to put it in, I went to put in 147, and I believe it whatever number it is, some kind of way, the 4 and 1, excuse me, I fat finger the 4 and 1 a lot. So having your numbers in on a favorite is gonna really help. It's gonna really help decrease any errors, and it's a time crunch. When you're in a time crunch, all you have to do is click on that button. The little blue radio button comes up. You're saying yes. Here, it'll take you to the next screen where you get to choose exactly how much you're gonna wager. And on Bet Anything, you can start out with just a quarter. So it's really budget friendly. You're able to make bets as low as 25 cents all the way up to $111 per bet. Once you decide what days you're going to play that on, whether if you want to play it for one day, it'll allow you to choose how many days you want to play that on. And then here's where it all makes sense for being on this platform is you get to decide exactly where you're going to make that bet, in what state. Now, of course, most of the strategies that we're using is based off Texas. However, we also are learning that even though Texas is calling for a number, it's very well, you will believe that it will also come into another state. And we're not going to just be guessing on states. We're going to know exactly what state we're going to be wagering in. So no worries. So we'll go ahead and you select, and you see how sensitive it is, y'all. You go in and you select, say, Texas in the morning on the morning draw. I put in for Texas morning. I'll take off the day. And then you go into purchase. When you hit the purchase, this is what happens. It brings it up. It's telling you that you're going to be paying $2, and it's letting you know you're buying 8 tickets at 25 cents for $2 for Texas morning draw. And the prize that'll, for betting 25 cents, you'll win $37.50. And we know that the 8 numbers that we've already selected, that were already loaded in, we're going to be choosing those numbers. And then once you purchase those, it'll say, are you sure you want to purchase the tickets? You say yes. Once you confirm it, then what happens is now, these are your tickets. These are the tickets you're able to confirm the numbers that you've selected and the numbers that you've purchased. So then now all you do is you wait. It's letting you know that you have over 10 hours before the next drawing. And now you just wait just to see. And I will say that I just randomly chose that number. It wasn't attached to any strategy or any type of research that I've done for the morning draw. But nonetheless, who knows? It just may show up. So that is basically, in a nutshell, how we're going to use this platform. We were able to load money. We purchased our money from Cash App. We purchased Bitcoin on Cash App. We learned how to load the money from that wallet and brought it into the platform. We came in and we can identify how we're going to make our bets, how we can use the favorites function, and how we have options. Far as the other thing that I was wanting to point out is, and it's probably won't let me pull it up without making a bet, but I was just wanting to I just wanted to bring your attention to the different states that we do have options of playing in. But of course, we already passed that screen. Let me go in and say buy more. And let's just look at buying. Let's just put something in the hat for pick 4 in the morning, just a number. Okay, it brought us here. So you'll see that these are the other states. Beside the numbers beside the draw is letting you know the draw break, far as you have to purchase your numbers by that time or it's going to cut off and it's not going to allow you to purchase it. So we'll put together a time sheet to where we'll know where we're betting and what times that we need to be having our numbers in. And it also gives you a little legend on the bottom to where the asterisk is meaning they have no Sunday draws. And when we're playing in Texas, Texas don't draw on Sundays. And the double asterisk is saying no weekend drawings. The off, it means today's drawing has passed or no drawing today. So when you do come in and you see any of those icons and you understand what it means. And when it says off, basically it means off for that day. But even though it says off for that day, we can still go in and make a bet for the following day, even though it says off. And that's about it. That's all I wanted to share with you, exactly how we're going to use this platform, how we're going to put in our wagers, how we bring in our money, and then later, once we start our strategies, then we'll be able to walk through just a quick little walkthrough of how we actually take our money out once we win. But of course, if you have any questions, just leave me comments down below. You can DM me, email me any question that you may have, or just save them for our live questions sessions that we'll be having coming up weekly. So that about do it. Until next time, y'all have a good one.